Hi Tacoma, welcome back to your first grade TV classroom. Today is Monday, November 2nd, and I'm Mrs. Oslin. As always, take a moment and check in with how you're feeling. Think about what's happening in your brain, in your body. Use this chart to help you. Now think about your I message. Think about how strongly you're feeling your emotion. Are you feeling really strongly like Mr. Kevin was in that picture? I'm going to model using my iMessage with Rashid. Rashid, I am feeling silly because Mr. Kevin put that picture of him up and he thought I wouldn't notice, but I noticed. Now, first graders, it's your turn. Practice sharing your iMessage with your learning buddy, someone in the room with you, or with me on the screen. Go ahead. You'll remember we've been practicing using stop and think when we recognize that we are feeling a feeling really strongly, if we're at a 4 or 5 on the feelings thermometer. And it's important for us to stop and think because we might say or do something that we regret or could hurt someone or get us in trouble. So we talked about last week actually doing this, stop and think. Practice doing that with me. Stop and think. And then you can use some strategies to help you calm down before you say or do something that you know you shouldn't. You can practice taking some deep breaths. You can practice counting slowly in your mind. You can walk away from the situation. Those are all 3 really good options for what to do when you know you need to stop and think. Today and every day when we come together, your job is to listen, share, and read and write. You are a strong listener when you have your eyes on the screen, when you are listening to the books or the stories that I'm telling you, and when you think about the words. Also, it's important for you to share your ideas. You're going to talk about the book or the story or your thinking. And if there's someone in the room with you who's also going to be sharing, it's important to practice being a strong listener and listening to their ideas because you might learn something from them. They might have a perspective that you don't have. Today, I want to teach you that there is more than one way to solve a conflict. A conflict is a problem that you might have with someone, and it's totally normal and natural to have conflicts with people. And there is more than one way to solve a conflict. Today, we're going to talk about a win-win solution. And a win-win solution is ideal, or what we want to try to use. Now, we are going to play a game, and I'm going to tell you a story or give you a situation, and I want you to tell me if you think it's a win-win solution. A win-win solution is one in which both people get some of what they want and both people feel okay about it. Now, if I'm going to tell you a situation and you think that both people won't be happy with it or both people don't get some of what they want, you're going to give me a thumbs down. That means lose. Ready? So let's practice. If it's a win-win, show me what you do. If it's a lose-lose, show me what you do. Okay, here we go. The first situation is you are playing with a friend and everything's going smoothly and there are no conflicts. Pretty good, yeah? Everybody feels good, everybody's getting what they want. Okay. Now here's the situation. You go over to your friend's house and they want to play a card game and you want to play basketball. Now, are both people getting what they want? No, there's a conflict. There's a problem. And you can work with your friend to find a win-win solution so you both get some of what you want and you both feel okay with the situation. So take some think time. What do you think you could do in this situation where your friend wants to play a card game, but you want to play basketball? how could you solve this conflict so that both people get some of what they want and both people feel good about it? Take some think time. Now, tell your learning buddy what you could do so that this is a win-win solution. Rashid, I think my friend and I could take turns. We could play cards first and then play basketball, or play basketball first and then cards. You might have said something similar. Now, you'll remember a win-win solution is one in which both people get some of what they want and both people feel good about it. So if you were to take turns and play cards first or basketball first, or play basketball first and then cards first, both people get to do what they want and both people feel good about it. That's a win-win solution. Now, some ideas that I have for deciding which one you're going to do first are you could flip a coin, and one person is heads and one person is tails, and whoever's side of the coin that ends up gets to choose first. Or you could play rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets to go first. Either way, both people get some of what they want and both people feel good about it. Now, think about what is a situation that could happen at school when you would need to find a win-win conflict solver. Take some think time. Turn and tell your learning buddy about a time when you would need to find a win-win solution to a conflict with a friend. Go ahead. Now, I'm going to tell you a story, and I want you thinking about if the solution is a win-win, if both people get some of what they want and both people feel good, or if it's a lose-lose, where nobody gets what they want and nobody's happy. Okay, here's the situation. There is a gym at school and there's only one basketball. And two students, Kuhn and Josiah, both want the basketball. So Kuhn runs over and takes the basketball. Now think, is this a win-win solution? Are both people getting some of what they want? And do both people feel good about it? Take some think time. Tell your learning buddy, do you think this is a win-win or a lose-lose? You might have said that this is a lose-lose because nobody's getting what they want and they probably don't feel very good about it. So if Kuhn is the one who took the basketball, how do you think Josiah feels? Probably mad. What might happen if Josiah is feeling like a 4 or a 5 on the feelings thermometer? He might say or do something that he regrets or gets him in trouble. Now, how do you think Kuhn feels in this situation? Do you think Kuhn feels happy? Probably not. So I would say that this is a lose-lose situation. Nobody's getting what they want and nobody's happy. So what if the teacher just came over and took the basketball? Is that a win-win? No, it's a lose-lose because nobody gets it and nobody's happy. So how do you think Kuhn and Josiah could solve this problem so that everybody gets some of what they want and everybody feels good about it so that they stay friends? Take some think time. Turn and tell your learning buddy how Kuhn and Josiah can solve this problem so both people get some of what they want and both people feel good. Go ahead. I heard some of you say they could take turns, just like I talked about earlier. They could flip a coin and decide who gets to play with it first, set a timer. When the timer is up, the next person gets to play with it. Or you might have said they could share, they could play together. That way, both people get to play and both people feel good, and then Kun and Josiah get to stay friends. That's a win-win solution. Now, if Kun takes the ball, we could call that a win-lose situation because Kun gets what he wants, but Josiah doesn't. That's a win-lose situation. And either way, I bet both of them don't feel great about it. And then they're going to be mad. And then they might say and do things that they regret. They could fight for the ball, and then the teacher takes the ball. And that is definitely a lose-lose situation because nobody gets to play, nobody feels good, and Kun and Josiah might not be friends after. That's why a win-win solution is ideal. Here's another story. There is only one swing available at the park, and 2 people want it. Take some think time about how you could come up with a win-win solution to this problem. Now turn and tell your learning buddy what you're thinking about a win-win solution to this problem is. You might have said they could take turns just like Kun and Josiah with the basketball. Or one of them could find something else to do and wait. There's lots of things to do at the park. Someone could decide they want to play on the slide or play hopscotch. And that is also a win-win solution because both people get some of what they want and both people feel okay with it. Okay, here's another situation. 2 friends are trying to choose a game to play together. One friend wants to play cards, the other wants to play basketball. Sounds really familiar, doesn't it? Take some think time. How could you solve this problem so both people get some of what they want and both people feel good about it? Now turn and tell your learning buddy your win-win solution to this conflict. Rashid, I think the friends could take turns, play cards first or basketball first and then switch, or they could find a third thing that they both want to do together. Did you have a similar idea to mine? Now think, was it a win-win solution? Do both people get some of what they want? And do both people feel good about it? Or did you have a win-lose situation where one person gets what they want, but the other person doesn't? Or did you have a lose-lose situation where nobody gets what they want and nobody feels good about it? We're trying to get to a win-win solution, so both people get some of what they want and both people feel good about it. Today we learned that there is more than one way to solve a conflict. There's win-win, win-lose, and lose-lose. And it's ideal or best to have a win-win solution so that both people get some of what they want and both people feel good and they stay friends. So you'll remember win-win, both people get some of what they want and both people feel good. When you are using win-win conflict solvers this week, I want you to draw pictures of it and write about it. And I want you to send it to your teacher or send it here to us at TV Classroom so that we can talk all about your ideas for how to have win-win conflict solvers. Mr. Kevin put our email address right here. So if your adult can take a picture of your writing and your drawing and email it to us. Or at the very end of this lesson after Math with Mrs. Wally, you'll see our address and you can put it in the mail. So your job today when you go off is to write about how you used win-win conflict solvers. You're also going to continue building your independent reading stamina, reading for longer and longer periods of time. You're going to be paying really close attention when you're reading if you get to a word and you don't know what it means. You're going to use this Learning New Words chart that is in your ELA packet to help you think of strategies to figure out what that word is that you don't know what it means. You'll remember, you can read the words around the mystery word, look to see if the writer gave you a clue or an example, look at the pictures, or see if they did something with the font. You're also going to practice reading your word wall. Both of these documents are in your ELA packet. And this is the kindergarten word wall. And we know because there's a picture of Mabel at the top. And you'll remember you can read the word wall loud like a monster, scary like a witch, squeaky like a mouse, whisper like a secret, or invent your own. And if you come up with your own and you think that the rest of the first graders in Tacoma need to know how they can read their word wall like you, ask your adult if it's okay, and they can videotape you and email it to us, and we will play it. Or you could write about it and send it to us, and we will definitely read it. You're going to continue tracking your reading goals every week. Fill out this form, or excuse me, every day. Fill out this form, tracking your goals, seeing how long you're reading and whether or not you are focused. And then at the end of every week, send this to your teacher so they know what you're working on. Now, the materials that you will need to gather for math are your whiteboard and marker, your learning buddy, and your counters. Make a good decision to be prepared, ready for math. Also, make a good decision and take care of your needs during your break. Thank you so much for thinking and talking with me today, first graders. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Welcome back, first graders. I hope you had a great break. It's Monday, which means we get to do Make It Monday. So in a minute, I'm going to show you a number. And below it's going to be all the numbers you can use, and we're going to see how many ways we can think of to make that number. Is that going to be great or what? Are you ready? Okay, here it comes. What number is it? It's 11. What numbers can I put together to make the number 11? Let's see. I'm going to get my highlighter. Oh, what color should we do? Let's do red. What are two numbers you know you can put together to make 11? 1 and 1? 1 and 1. If I have 1 and I add 1 more, how much do I get? What was that, Rashid? Oh, we get 2. So 1 and 1 doesn't make 11. I think you were seeing the 1 here and the 1 here. That's actually 1 and a group of 10. Let's try a different way. That way didn't work. That's okay. Mathematicians try ways that don't work all the time. What can I use to make 11? What was that? 9 and 2. 9, 10, 11. 9 and 2? Ooh, good. Okay, what's another way? Oh, you want to do the tossing? Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm going to put 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in this hand, 2 in this hand. Okay, 9 and 2. 9 and 2. What happens if I put this here? How many are here now? 3. And this isn't 9 anymore. It's, 8 and 3. Okay, I'm going to take another one. So now it's not 3, it's 4. And I took 1 away from the 8. So now this is 7. Oh, look at that. I did 9 and 2, 8 and 3, 7 and 4. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to take 1 from here, put it here. Now I don't have 4, I have 5. And in this one I have 6. Okay, what happens if I take 1 from here and I put it here? Oh, now this one is 5 and this one is 6. Okay, you ready? Oh, this isn't 5 anymore. Now it's 4 and this one is, 7. And then 3 and 8. 2 and 9. But the number 10 isn't on here, so I can't use the 10. We found all the ways to make 11 with the numbers they gave us here. Awesome job. You ready to do our lesson? Are you ready, Rashid? Are you ready, Pebble? Okay. Today we are learning to solve story problems where one of the parts is missing. So what you need today is you must have your whiteboard and a pen and some counters. Are you ready? Here we go. Elliot has 3 books. Anna gives him some more books. Now he has 6 books. How many more books does Anna give him? Okay. Not doing anything right now. Notice I don't have my hands on my counters or on my marker right now. We're thinking. What's happening? Yeah, some kids have some books and they're sharing. Okay. What are we trying to figure out, first graders? What are we trying to figure out? How many more books does Anna give him? Okay. How many more books does Anna give him? Okay, well, what information do we have to figure that out? What do we know? We know that Elliot has 3 books. Okay. And we know that Anna gives him more. We also know that now he has 6 books total. Okay. So let's do our bar model. Are you ready? We're going to have 2 parts and a whole, right? What do we know? We know that Elliot had books. We know that Anna gives some more books. Anna gives books. And we know how many books he has now. Okay, so now we have to figure out our numbers. Are you ready? Elliot has 3 books. Where should I put that 3? Yeah, with Elliot. 3 books. You do this on yours. Okay, what else do we know? That Anna gives him some. Do we know how many Anna gives? No, so we're going to put a question mark there. And do we know how many now he has? Yeah, 6 books. Okay, so Elliot has 3 books. Anna gives him some more. And now he has 6 all together. Let's use our counters and see if we can figure it out. Are you ready? Let's do what we know. Elliot has 3 books. 3 books. Right here, ready? 1, 2, 3. How many counters are we going to have all together when we're done? 6. So now let's keep adding counters till we get to 6. Are you ready? 4, 5, 6. How many books did Anna give Elliot? How many? 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. Anna gives him 6 more. No, not 6 more books. Mrs. Wally. Does she give him 6 more books, or does he have 6 books altogether? You're right, Rashid. It was not 6 books. How many books does Anna give him? First graders, that's a mistake first graders make all the time. Rashid caught it. Good job, Rashid. You were paying attention. They write the total because we're so used to finding the total and that being the answer. But sometimes in first grade, when we're doing math, we find a missing part by adding, and the total isn't our answer. This is our answer, the thing we were trying to find. And we were trying to find this number, which was 3. Okay. You ready? All right, let's reset. Go ahead, reset your spot. Let's make our number bond. Not our number bond, our bar model. You could do a number bond if you wanted to. That would work too. Okay. 3 children are jumping rope. They're doing jump rope. More children join. Now there are 5 children jumping rope. How many more children join? Rashid, what's happening in this story? Rashid said kids are playing jump rope at recess. What are we trying to figure out? Oh, how many more children joined in? If I'm figuring out how many more come, there were some and then some more come. I'm trying to figure out one of the parts. Join. We're trying to figure out how many kids join. Okay, what information do we know? We know that there are 3 children jumping. So this is how many children are jumping. 3. 3 are jumping. Some more join. How many altogether are jumping rope? Do we know? 5 jump together. Okay, so here we go. Well, let's put the part we know. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's write that. We know this part, 3 plus, do we know the other part? Nope, box. Do we know how much the two parts make altogether? Yeah, how much do the two parts make altogether? This whole thing is going to be 5. What should we do? Well, let's build on and let's see if we can get to 5. So we're at 3. How many make 5? You try. Okay, check your work. 3, 4, 5. How many do we build on? Yeah, 2. 3 and 2 more join makes 5. So how many more children join? 2 more. Kiss your brains. Nice job. Okay. Let's erase. Let's do another one. Are you ready? Oh, we're going to check and see if our thinking was correct. Look at this picture. 3 children. They counted on to 5. And they say 2 more children joined in. Is that what we did? Yeah. Great thinking, first graders. Kiss your brains. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, Buzz and Boom are a disagreement again. Buzz says, to solve this problem, we do 4 plus 8 equals question mark. And Boom says, no, you do 4 plus the part we don't know equals 8. Who's right and how do we know? Well, let's read the problem and solve it and see if we can figure it out. Are you ready? There are 8 pencils. 4 are yellow. The rest are blue. How many are blue? What's happening? Yeah, there's a bunch of pencils and there's 2 colors. What are we trying to figure out? What's the question? Yeah, we're trying to figure out how many are blue. Well, let's draw our bar model. We know there's going to be 2 parts. What are the 2 parts? What are the 2 colors? Yellow and blue. And then what's this? Yeah, how many pencils we have? Okay, where do we put our question mark? What are we trying to figure out? How many are blue? Where's the question mark going to go? Yeah, blue. Okay, what information do we know? There are 8 pencils. Do I have 8 up here yet? Nope. We know the whole is 8. What else do we know? 4 are yellow. So what can I put here? Yeah, I can put 4. Okay. I have a part I know, and I add the part I don't know, and I get my total. Who is right? Boom is right. Look, Boom matches. Because Boom said, I know a part, but I don't know the other part, and I know the total. This would say, what this equation says is 4 are yellow, 8 are blue. How many pencils do we have? Rashid, is that what the question was? I have 4 yellow pencils and 8 blue pencils. How many pencils do I have? Yeah, no, you look confused. Yeah, no, that's not what it says. It says I have 4 yellow and some blue. And there are 8 pencils altogether. So the whole is 8. Okay. Nice thinking, first graders. Okay, you ready? Let's do another one. Okay, we're going to erase our labels. Whoop. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Listening carefully. 6 flowers are in a vase. Do you know what a vase is? A vase is like that glass thing that holds flowers, holds a bouquet of flowers. That's when you put water in it. Okay. 6 flowers in a vase. Can you see it? You have a vase, there's 6 flowers. Sonia puts in more. She puts in some more. Now there are 9 flowers. How many flowers did she put in the vase? So what's happening? We have a vase and it has flowers, right? Okay, and what happens? There are flowers that are already in the vase. And then Sonia puts in more. So there's the flowers that Sonia puts in. So there are flowers that are already in the vase, and then there are flowers that someone puts in the vase. There's 2 parts, the parts that are already there, and then the part that gets put in. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out where the question mark goes. What are we trying to figure out? What's the question? How many flowers did she put in the vase? So where's my question gonna go? Yeah, right here. Where it puts in the vase. Okay, what information do we have to help us solve? What do we know? We know that there's 6 flowers starting in the vase. And we know that now there are 9 flowers all together in the vase. Okay. Can you write an equation that shows this bar model? Tell the story to yourself. There are 6 flowers in the vase. She puts in some. Now there are 9 altogether. Go ahead, write your equation. 6 flowers in the vase. She puts some more in the vase. And now there are 9 altogether. Go ahead and solve. How many did she put in the vase? Use your counters if you need to. Okay, are you ready? 6, 7, 8, 9. How many? 3. 6 and 3 more makes 9. So how many more did she put in the vase? 3 more in the vase, because we were solving for this part, the ones that she puts in the vase. Kiss your brain, first graders. Okay. Oh, I'm going to erase this because I wrote all over it. Okay, let's make our bar model. You ready? Here we go. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. 2 parts makes my whole. Let's read our story problem. Some children are on the bus. 5 more children get on. Now there are 7 children on the bus. How many children started on the bus? What's happening? Yeah, kids are going to school on a bus. What are we trying to figure out? Yeah. How many children start on the bus? Well, we know that children start on the bus. There's a group that starts on the bus. And then there's a group of children that join, they get on the bus. And then this is how many students altogether there are on the bus, right? If we're trying to figure out how many students start on the bus, where's our question mark gonna go? Yeah, on start. We don't know. It says some children start on the bus. Some children start on the bus. What information do we know? 5 more children get on. Oh, look, get on. How many? 5. 5 more children get on. Now there are 7 children on the bus. I put students. We need to make that match the problem. Children. Okay. So how do we figure out the start one we don't know? I can't count on from nothing. What was that? Oh, I can count on from 5 and get to 7. Why, Rashid? Rashid says, that's okay, Mrs. Wally, just start at 5 and count on till you get to 7. Will that work? It will. Why? Yeah, when we add, we put the 2 parts together. If we want to find the missing part, we just count on to find the missing part, right? So if I'm at 5, 6, 7, or I could take 7 and subtract 5 to find the part I don't know, which is 2. Look, 2. So how many children started on the bus? 2 children started on the bus. Kiss your brain, first graders. All right. Today you're going to do page 149 and 150. You're going to practice solving these problems where you know one part but don't know the other part and you have to figure out the missing part. Don't forget to draw your bar models to help you. Did we model problems with pictures or drawing or a number line? Well, we didn't use a number line today, but we used our counters, didn't we? And we modeled with our bar model, didn't we? Yeah. Did we explain our thinking? Yes. Did we find a solution? Yes. Tomorrow, we're going to practice with the number line. All right? Okay, now it's time for our affirmation. Don't forget, we would love to hear from you. Oh, that cap did not want to go on. Down below will be our email address. We would love to hear your thinking, so make sure to email us if you like, and maybe we'll show your work here on TV. That would be so fun. So your affirmation today is, I am respectful when I solve my problems. It can be super hard when you're really frustrated to be respectful. That's normal, but you know what? You've been learning with Miss Oslin how to be respectful and solve your problems, and I know you're doing an amazing job at home, right, Rashid? Yeah, Rashid and Pebble are doing an amazing job too. So, my turn first. I'm respectful when I solve my problems. Your turn. Excellent job, first graders. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey kids, we want to see your work. Just send your pictures and your stories to TV Classroom, 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.